all you do, like I say, is take that plastic cap off and then that rolls off. I feel like we're gonna have to take the door out slightly.
Yeah, we are, yeah.
And then we'll use the electric hand nibbler to cut around. I'll show you along the way. A special guest. We are week 30 off my vlogs. 30 weeks of these now. Tuesday morning. We're down Laxey, couldn't tell. We stayed out in the Vandango camper last night. It's not been out for about 10 nights now, and I've been saying I want to get out in it. We're quite busy throughout October, so from the 3rd of October we're pretty flat out all the way through, which is great. But I've been saying I want to get out in it, get some use while it's been available, and I've just not had the chance. I've either been working on the other camper, the conversion camper, or doing video stuff, so I've not really had a chance to get out in it. So me and Lydia made the effort to get out in it last night. We came down Laxey, which is one of our favourites. Laxey on the promenade, it's just down the road and you can't beat it. Waking up to this in the morning, it's gorgeous. We've got the shed down the end, so you've got your coffee sorted in the morning, or you've got food at least, because you can have a coffee in the van. And then you've got toilets either side of the promenade, so you've got toilets here, and then there's toilets down the other end off the prom, as well as obviously having a cafe either side. So spoiled for choices. There's restaurants in the village. It's a really nice spot staying down Laxey. So ever fancy a Vandango trip, one of my recommendations is always Laxey, either the promenade, the campsite, or even Axenfell. Quite like it. But yeah, back for another video. We've got quite a big thing going in the conversion. We've got these side pods to sort this week, so I'll show you along for that. And yeah, we should be in for a good one. So hope you enjoyed the video. Hello, so it's Friday and you've not had an update from me all week since we were out in the camper van at the start of the week. So it's not that I haven't been doing anything, I've been doing little bits. So I've done quite a bit of video editing stuff this week, which I never really show you. That's pretty normal. And then the weather has not been great this week. We've got amber weather warnings. So I've not done anything on the conversion van yet. However, we are planning on today, this afternoon. I've got space to use, it's under a roof. So we should be covered for the weekend, which means we're going to have a busy Friday evening and Saturday, I imagine, getting them side pods fit, ready for Monday, because they're getting sprayed on Monday, so they need to be on the van by Monday. I got the Vandango camper ready as it's out this afternoon. I started on Wednesday and dossed around a little bit and didn't get much done, and finished it off yesterday in between rain showers and so on. So van's all ready to go out. That's going out this afternoon at about 4 o'clock, and then it'll be straight on working on this big van for getting the side pods fit. The plan's to get the holes cut today, and then I'll get one of the guys to give us a hand getting them put into place. Either Joseph said he may be able to come down, or Gage said he should be free. So one of them will give us a hand getting them in place, because they're quite big and it's a bit awkward to place on your own. If there is any sort of positive to all this rain and all this downfall we've had, by the looks of it, all the windows, the 2 roof installations, so your fan, your air fan and the skylight all seem to be holding out okay, which is good. I need to change these little vents, because they let in quite a draft. Again, it looks to be all watertight. It's definitely getting a good hammering. It has been over the last few weekends now, actually, because it was hammering it last weekend. So it's definitely had a good test. Once we have the side pods in, we'll have no worries, and we can move on to the inside, where it'll start to get a bit exciting and fun. We'll start to see it come together, hopefully quite quickly. Please, although I wish the rain would stop now and I could get on with the rest of the van, but looks like it's continuing at least until all through the afternoon and probably into tomorrow. So right, so it's Saturday morning. It's a bit of a rush job today, so we've got to get the side pods fit on both sides before Monday, as it's booked in to get them sprayed. We're getting them colour matched to the rest of the van. So we've got a busy weekend ahead of us getting these side pods fit. It's been a lacklustre week, to say the least. However, this should make up for it. Holes cut either side, get it all tidied up, get it primered and prepped, and then we'll get both the side pods stuck down to the van. Now, the weather has been horrendous over the last couple of days. We've had amber weather warnings. We've had Storm Amy come in, and she's been a pretty rough ride. However, we have got some blue skies. Oh, let us settle. Blue skies. Although it is blue skies and stopped raining and the winds have died down a little bit, I've got in touch with a family member, Adie and Suzanne. They've got the barn which we used the other week when we refit the window, and they said I'm more than welcome to come down and use it today. So that's the game plan. Gonna head up to Screwfix quickly to pick up some bits, and then we'll crack on getting these side pods sorted. So I'll show you along the way. One thing that I've just realised that we needed to change before we start cutting any holes and fitting any side pods is the centre roller for the sliding door. So that's just to replace the roller door. Sorry, moving my mic. The roller door that's on there currently. It'll just extend it out slightly so it gets around the side pods once they're installed. So I thought better do that now before I forget. And then we fit the side pods and then the side door wax into it. So first job is to change that centre roller thing. I think it's a fairly easy job. I think we just off this end cap, unscrew these few bolts there that attach it to the door. What we'll prop it up, what we'll do, I've got Joseph to give me a hand. He's got some axle stands which we'll just use to prop up the side door, the roller door, just while we take them off. Yeah, once that's free, take the old one all the way out and then feed the new one in, and then yeah, that should be replaced. So yeah, Joseph, the legend, is giving me a quick hand. Hello. Hello, Joseph.
Hello, you all right?
Thanks for giving me a hand with this. What have we got here?
Just put tidy the tube.
Did you say it was an axle stand?
Yeah, active stuff, yeah.
An axle stand is what we're going to use to prop up the door as we take them couple bolts off, and then that should just keep it in place while we do the little switcheroo. Roller comes off.
Just off now. There we go. Just a bit longer, further out, so we can fit the side pods on. Chin down.
Out with the old, in with the new.
Exactly.
All you do, like I say, is take that plastic cap off, and then that rolls off, and then this should just brand new. I feel like we're gonna have to take the door out slightly.
Yeah, we are, yeah.
Right, I'm putting the camera down so I can just take some weight of the door as we pull it out a little bit. Right, so we've replaced the centre hinge on that sliding door. So that's the old one that we've replaced. Now we're going to make a start on cutting the panels. So first step is to cut all the support beams out. We're just going to use the manual nibbler. Show you that now. I'll jump in and we'll start cutting out one of the panels. We'll just use this to cut along each of these support beams, and it's a fairly neat way to do it. Obviously it doesn't create any sparks or any thwarts, keeps it nice and clean inside the van, and it's fairly easy to use, so I definitely recommend one of these. Let's crack on. There we are. So you just get a little ring like that off the offcut. I am going to get so hot in this. Let's take this off.
Life won't be the same, 'cause she's worth more than all the gold in Mississippi.
So that's each of the edges cut off. We'll just, there we are, 1, 2, there we are, easy as that. Because I am quite lucky and I am indoors under the barn, what I am going to do, I'm just going to cut both at the same time. Obviously I'm not pushed for time, or I'm not worried about the weather coming in because the van's under a roof. So can cut both of them out, and then we can get them all prepared and ready for each of the side pods to be stuck on. Obviously saves us doing it one at a time, and it keeps everything quite flush. So we'll do the other side now, and then we'll come back and start cutting these out. It's the game plan.
I've been wandering through the woods.
That's it. That's it, cut out on the other side. So both sides are done now. All them support beams are removed. I just time-lapsed that one. Probably didn't need to because it doesn't take that long. But yeah, highly recommend getting yourself one of these to cut them out and make the job a lot easier. So we have just taped up the outside of the van. Just put a tarp just to give it a bit of protection, and then a bit of tape just around the glass there just to stop any build-up. And then we've also done the same inside the van, so again just to give it a bit of protection. Right, we'll start drilling a hole in the side of the panel. It's the exact same as the windows. What we'll do is drill 2 pilot holes through. We'll then use the step drill to expand them holes enough so we can fit the end off the hand nibbler, and then we'll use the electric hand nibbler to cut around the hole that is inside the van. So we'll go from inside to out, and then we'll just cut around and pop out the panel that way. So drill the pilot holes, use a step drill to expand them holes, and then we'll run this around to cut out the panel. I'll show you along the way. Right, so we're just going to use the combi drill with a standard metal drill bit on, just to drill 2 pilot holes just at the bottom and the top of this, and then I'll just do half of the panel at a time, as I think is the game plan. Right, let's just switch to a step drill. Oh, it needs to be a little bit bigger. Right, and that's definitely big enough. I might do them in the top corners just so I can go out and tape it. Yeah, that's what I'll do. That's the pilot holes cut. I just wanted to cut these corner ones out so I can cut down and around up to there, take it out, and then I can go and tape it up just to catch it instead of just it falling out. Whereas if you've got someone else, they can just take the weight of it just before it comes all the way out. So you probably don't need them. But yeah, for now, we'll take this out and go from there. Shove some tape on the outside just to stop that falling out. That's one round of tape used up. Just trying to keep hold of my tape so I don't have to use any more. Right, just touch up this edge bit. That can all be cleaned up with a file. what I'll do is I'll get this other hole cut, and then we'll come back to cleaning them up, and then we'll go from there. That's the plan. Lydia's here to collect me because we've had a cleaning up job. We've wrapped them up both sides, and then we'll come back tomorrow, hopefully with a spare set of hands to help me fit the side pods in place, because I'll struggle to do them on my own. So fingers crossed we can find someone to pop up tomorrow with me to give me a hand getting them fitted. Call on that for the evening. I'm gonna leave it to it. Right in the shot right now, Geordie. A special guest. Obviously we did both the cuts yesterday, and the plan is to fit these in place now. So all I've done so far, or we've done so far, is just scuffed up the edge on the van and then also on the side pods. I'm going to clean them up, and then we're going to put some primer on and stick them in place. What's your thoughts, Geordie?
Good. The muscle's here, so.
This is his first showing since the TT video that I did.
Yeah, it is.
And now you're helping with the van build.
I am.
I just bring everyone in to give me a hand.
You wrote me in today.
I knew he'd be up early, so.
Sunday morning course.
Courtney, what do you think? Geordie helping me on the video. Right, I'm going to set this up I'm just going to set it up as a time lapse. We'll show you the first one, and then we'll just crack on with the second one.
All going to go stupendously.
Stupendously. Right, très bien, let's go. Right, very quick one. We've got the sealant or the adhesive all ready to go for this second one.
Good looking good.
Right, we'll show you once it's on. There we are. Me and Geordie. Thank you, Geordie.
All right.
We've successfully put in the pods. Quickly show you. So that's your passenger side pod. See, there's the front of it. And then on the other side, you've got that driver's side one. They are getting sprayed, so they're not going to stay that white colour, but yeah, they look pretty good on there. There's the gap. Just need to clean up bits. Still, all sorted. All with the help of Geordie.
We got there, mate.
Thanks very much for your help, mate.
You're welcome.
Just going to finish cleaning it off. Geordie's going to shoot off now. And then, yeah, we'll be golden. We'll be golden. And then I'll be at home editing this video. Bye, Geordie.
Bye.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Side pods are set in place. They're actually clamped from the inside. So that's why there's not too much tape on them. And then we're clamped there. Oh, that makes me nervous every time. That's the other side. So, both done. Cleaned up the outside of the van. Just hoovered around everywhere. Just to make sure there was no little metal shards around the van. So we've done around the sides. And then Lydia helped me with the roost. So we've sorted all that. Van's all done, cleaned, and now these are just setting. So, done for the day. Yeah, Lydia's hungry. That's this week's video finished. So, thanks very much for watching. We'll see you in next week's when we're getting these sprayed and then potentially making a start on the inside. So, there we are, people. Thanks for watching. See you in next week's.
Bye.
Ta-da. Oh, thank you, Geordie, for your help, mate. Much appreciated.